Good. So hello and welcome to Embracing Wealth, exploring multidimensional abundance, wealth, and prosperity. This is all about you giving yourself permission to embrace and create and become and embody more wealth in your life. And this is a very, very important topic. This is probably one of the most difficult topics to embrace on one level. And simultaneously, it is one of the most exciting topics of our life, of our wheel of life to master. And we all must learn to master this wealth, this abundance, this prosperity. So I welcome you to tonight's masterclass and meditation. I welcome all of you here so that we can unlock you and awaken you. If you're watching the replay, hello. If you're here live, you're now writing yourself where you are in the world into the chat, and I'm going to read it all out. For those that don't know me, my name is Vanya Silverten. I have been a master energy healer and teacher for over a decade. I have worked in the realm of intuition, of healing. I have also set up my own business around healing and teaching and stuff like that. And I can tell you that I am solid with my wealth. And this is why I find bringing these types of masterclasses to you and bringing you the courses a very exciting topic, because I am solid with wealth and I feel like I can totally embody this solidness. So I just want to give you that first, not to say, be in my ego or anything like that. But I think it's important that we learn wealth from people that are solid in wealth. And so I can let you know that I have generated over 1 million in my business by myself. So I am a conscious creator of my own wealth. I have over 1 million in assets, whether that's in houses or investment properties or diamonds or just things that I have acquired in my life. So not only have I generated, but I've actually also I have this. I'm not in debt at all. And I have the ability and the skills to create another million and another million and another million and another million. So I'm super solid in my wealth. And I say that now, and I can finally claim that. And it feels really good to claim that, because being solid in wealth is what we're here to do. We want to feel so solid in our ability to have wealth, create wealth, generate wealth, but most importantly, feel so solid that we can gift it back to life. Because when we start to embrace wealth, right, we start to choose the path of the conscious creator. And the conscious creator is one that says, I choose to embody my soul. I choose to embody the divine universe. I choose to play in a field of love and abundance. And through this journey of me existing and living here, I'm going to create a life full of love and abundance. And the physical reflection of that, right, of living and creating a life full of love and abundance, the physical reflection of that is wealth, is money, is tangible things like a business, a home, a car, all of those things. So it's really, really, really important to know that this is an essential journey that we all need to take. So I welcome you to this masterclass because I want to play big with you. I want to play solid with you. And I want to take you on a really powerful journey tonight. So make sure you're gathering all of yourself here, right? Your mind, your subconscious programmings, your generational drama, your poverty consciousness, your abundant consciousness, your soul, everything. Just gather it all here. And I'm going to take you on a beautiful journey into embracing wealth. So I just want to welcome everyone, wherever you are. If you're watching the replay, I'm just going to read out all these names from around the world. So we know that we are creating an extraordinary international energy circuit here. Oh, we have Claudia from Portugal, Stephanie from Spain, Reshma from London, Gabriela from Chile, Jersey, France, London, Sweden, Spain, Bulgaria, Brighton, London again, Slovenia. I'm not going to read out everyone's names, but I'm reading them, but I can't keep up with it all. So I'm feeling you and I'm sending you love and light as I'm reading it all out. We have Switzerland, Canada, United Kingdom in bucks, London, Switzerland, Colorado in America, UK, London, Germany, Essex. We have Rio de Janeiro. We have Martinique, Wow, I don't even know where Martinique is, but it sounds very wonderful. More from UK, Sardinia, France. We have Madrid, Texas, Austin, London, Netherlands, Germany, Ibiza, New Zealand, Kent, California, Denmark, Canada, Austria, Arizona, and wherever else you are in this world. I welcome you. I welcome your beauty and your love and your strength and your power and your truth. I welcome you here. So just beginning this little journey that we're going to take with a little prayer and maybe just a little opportunity for you to really just come back to yourself. So just breathe in. As you're breathing in light through all your cells. Exhaling and you become more present in your body. Inhaling and you're just drinking in all the goodness of life into your body. Exhaling and you can let go of any stresses. Inhaling more of your soul into your body and you're becoming more present. Exhaling and you're arriving here. So welcome to Embracing Wealth. So I want to take you on a journey tonight. This is the way it's going to work. I'm here to awaken your consciousness and unlock it. I'm here to raise you to another frequency. So I want you to play with me, right? So as I'm talking, it's also a transmission. So as I'm talking, you might have things come up. You might have memories come up. You might go, oh my God, I'm holding that. Or you're like, yeah, I'm totally there with you. You might have old stuff wanting to release, right? Because we're holding a field of transformation. So everyone that's here, we're creating this beautiful light circuit as well. So we're all holding each other, raising each other. So you might also feel old stuff wanting to go. You might feel new downloads coming in. You might feel parts of your body awaken and activate and be like, go with it, right? I want this to be a transformative experience. I want you to take a journey with me over the next 75 minutes and arrive in a totally new place in yourself. So if it means you have to move your body, move it. If it means you have to stretch, stretch. If it means you have to breathe through some of the stuff that's coming up, breathe through it. If it means that you have to go, I've got this issue, it's come up, and write it down and I'm going to park it to the side and I'll work on it at another time, do that so that you can be more present with me, okay? Because the more present you are in this journey, the more we get to shift and change and unlock. So it's going to be a combination of a ceremony, of an activation, of an energy clearing, of a meditation, and of a masterclass, and of a transmission. And you can write in the chat if you like, what is it to you? Some of us turn up to these things because they want an activation. Some of us are turning up to this because they know they need to have some energy cleared from them. Some of us are turning up to this because they're wanting a transmission and a new way of doing things. Some of us are turning up here because it's a ceremony. It's a ceremony of entering into a new gateway or portal of life. So just quickly write in the chat just so I can feel where everyone's at. And I'm also going to help me indicate where I maybe need to hold or look at or unlock and unravel. So just write into the chat why you're here. Are you here to release poverty consciousness? Are you here to activate more abundant consciousness? Are you here because it's a ceremony? Is it a little bit of everything? Is it an energy clearing? Is it, what is it for you? And I'm just wanting to open this up so that you know how to play, right? We can play in the energy of this. So we have here releasing energetic blocks, clearing, releasing poverty, a little bit of everything, combo, release and activate, a little bit of everything, mix of them all, energy clearing activation. I'm here for a ceremony and energy clearing. Fall is always the most transformative time. So it is. I always feel like this is a new year for me. Ceremony, energy clearing, activation, release blocks, positive transition and energy clearing. Let go of feeling and sharing or expressing abundance I've created and create. Beautiful. A little bit of everything. Beautiful. Beautiful. And, as you're writing into the chat, you're also setting the intention, right? And it's so important we set an intention because it allows more energy to shift. Looking for a new job, opening up receiving channels, abundance, release poverty consciousness, clearing poverty, open to flow, here for it all. Amazing. Everyone's writing into the chat here. Okay, good. I'm looking at it all very quickly. Expansion of abundance, start a new chapter. I'm here for everything. I'm here to release stress and money, changing my money story. Amazing. And coming from Malta. Beautiful. Okay, so you're here. Welcome. And you're here in the right place. So this is how it goes. every year I come back to this topic of abundance and money and manifestation because I am choosing to play the game of wealth. I'm choosing to embrace more and more wealth in my life. Because for me, learning to play the game of money and wealth, because it's a game, right? It's choice that you get to play with life, is also showing me, I use it almost like a spiritual compass of how well I'm embodying my soul and playing in life, right? And playing in life. So it's a beautiful, fascinating game. And I come back to this topic once a year, every year. Okay. So you'll always come and see me around this time of the year coming back to this topic. It's a good time for me to reflect. It's also a good time to see how much I've progressed, what I've looked at, what I've worked through. Okay. And there are 4 really important choices that I have made consistently and constantly over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, particularly in the last year. And I want to share these very 4 powerful choices, because once we understand these choices and how it lets us play in the multidimensional field of abundance, then we get to play this game of wealth with a much more ease and grace and fun and joy. Okay. And it's an ongoing thing. I'm choosing these 4 things all the time, every day, with every thought I have, with every choice I make, with every decision I make in my business, in every conversation I have. Okay. Gabriella's saying we've got 111 participants. That's a magical number. Should we just all hold hands right here and just everyone circuit up, let all the light come through? 111 participants. Welcome. Welcome to you all. It's a magic number. And these 4 choices, I know I love how the universe works. By the way, I've been having a lot of fun with the universe and letting the universe manifest for me. I'll talk about that in a bit later on. So just feel the magic that's here. And now we've got 112. Hey, welcoming in the 112th person. These 4 choices are important, okay? The first choice, the first permission, the first recognition that brings you into this game of wealth and abundance, that brings you into this reality of prosperity, is I have, right? I have wealth. I am in gratitude, right? I am in gratitude for what I already have. And it begins there. So wherever you are in life, you have to be like, I already am wealthy. I already am prosperous. I'm already wealthy. I have everything. And I am in gratitude for everything I have. And this is a very stabilizing belief system or an embodiment, because it's very grounding. I already have. Nothing can take it away because I already have. And it creates a fullness inside of you. And it creates a sense of nourishment that everything I have in my environment is looking after me. It's serving me. I'm in gratitude, right? And I have. And it doesn't matter whether you live in a tent or a caravan or in a home or a flat, or I have warmth. I have a place to stay. I have a blanket, right? And having gratitude for all these things that you already have. Because let me tell you, as soon as you recognize this, you automatically step into a world of abundance, right? You automatically say, I have, and I'm grateful. And gratitude is such an important part, because if you can't do this first step, I have, and I'm grateful for what I've got, you will not open up the doors to the next level of abundance. You just won't. You could have all the money flowing to you. You could have all the fancy handbags. But if you don't have, I'm in gratitude, it's like nothing, right? Because gratitude is the key to being humble, right? It's also the key to acknowledging that you are looked after, that you are supported. Gratitude is this beautiful space that says, thank you, I'm full. Thank you so much for giving me everything I need. It's making me full, right? And we want to encourage this feeling of fullness. This is one of the best foundational building blocks of abundance is fullness. I feel full, I feel nourished, okay, with what I already have. And if you go back to all the teachings, it's like count your blessings, have gratitude, right? Have gratitude for the glass of water. Have gratitude, for I have, and I have, and I will have, and I will always have, and I always have had. And it's a time thing, right? I have had, and I have, and I will have, and I'll continue to have. And it retrains the brain for you to feel stable and safe. Stable and safe in abundance. Okay, so this is number one. Number two, the number two choice, the number two permission you have to give yourself is I receive, right? I receive. I open myself up to receive more. I open myself up to the wonder of life. Because abundance is a very big frequency, right? Abundance says there is enough of everything for everybody. The universe is constantly creating and magnifying abundance infinitely, exponentially. And so therefore I can open up and receive the abundance that is available. I can open up and receive more. And this is a powerful point because it puts you into the state of wonder, right? I wonder what else there is for me. I wonder there's a better solution. I wonder how better this can get. I wonder what it feels like to be able to receive more. I wonder, and you get inspired and you open yourself up to more and more possibilities. And because abundance is an infinite frequency, right? It means that our brains, our hearts, our consciousness, our abilities have to open up to the infinite ways that abundance can come into our lives. And it's a very important mindset, right? Because this mindset of I receive, I'm in wonder, right? It says, I open myself up to all the possibilities. I open myself up to the magic because I receive. I know I'm going to receive goodness, right? Again, training your brain. This is all brain training. I receive, right? And even if you just practice those two things, you can have a lot of fun, right? With opening up your abundance consciousness. The second most important permission or choice that you have to make, right, is I create. I know I can create and generate my own wealth. I know I'm clever enough. I'm inspired enough. I'm resourceful enough. I'm able enough to create my own wealth, right? I can create it. I can create something from the nothingness. I can do, I can act, I can create wealth. And this is really important. And even if you're in debt and you got to get a job or you got to pay bills, I create a job for me, even if it's employed or entrepreneurial, it doesn't matter. The point is that you can create an experience, an opportunity to bring money and wealth to you. And this is crucial if you're wanting to step into wealth, right? This is crucial. If you're wanting to step into wealth, you have to be able to move into this mindset of I create. I'm the creator, I'm the generator, I'm the doer, I'm the actor. I am the one that can do it. This puts you away from the mindset of, I'm waiting for the lottery ticket or the $1 million thing or the something to fall from the sky or the magical Prince Charming who's a billionaire that's going to pick me up on the horse and drag me away. It takes away all of that fantasy and illusion, right? Because we want to be playing with truth. We want to be playing truly with reality, not with illusions and fantasies. I don't do illusions and fantasies. I may have done that in my 20s, right? I'm not doing this anymore. I want it real. And I want to know that I can really create wealth. I want to know that I can develop the skills or the mindset or the resource to create wealth. So I create is very important, right? If people are investors, right, they're using this energy of I create. Or if they're doing cryptocurrency, I create. What can I create? What have I got that I can create more of, right? Where can I use what I've got to create more? What's the choice that I can make to create more, right? So creation is a very, very important step in this game of abundance and embracing wealth. And the fourth choice, or the fourth permission we need to give ourselves, is I give. I'm generous. I give back to life. I bless life. I bring back to life. I empower others. I am generous to others. Life is so generous to me. I'm generous to others, right? I have so much. First point, I can give back to others. I receive, second point, so much I can give back to others. I create so much I give back to others, right? And when we're in this place of giving and generosity, we continue the cycle of abundance and prosperity and wealth, because we're giving and receiving and having and all of that stuff. So I want you to know these four things, these four choices, these four permissions, these four ways of playing with life, or playing in the game of abundance, right? I have, and I'm in gratitude for that, for everything. And recently I was like getting bored with my jewelry, and I was like, oh, I need some more. And I was like, Vanya, actually just be grateful for what you've got. Go cleanse them, go reignite them, go put on something that you haven't had brought out of the cupboard before, and be grateful for what you have, right? That money that you think you can go spend on jewelry to make yourself feel better, go give it somewhere else, right? Go use it to create something else, right? It was like reality check. So I have, and I'm grateful. Number one. Number two, I receive. I'm receiving from life all the time. You know, the wonder of life is giving me, and it can come in big ways and small ways, getting a cup of coffee free, or it can come in an unexpected, you know, my friend just is giving me her her Mulberry handbag that she never never uses. And I'm like, amazing, I get a Mulberry handbag. Yes, thank you, universe. I receive. And playing with life of like letting the universe bring to you what you need, right? Without necessarily paying for it, or letting that magical moment have. And that's playing with life. And the third thing is I create, right? How can I create more? Looking at my finances, what can I do better? Do I need to change banks so I get a better interest rate? Can I come up with a new course? Can I do a collaboration with someone? Can I come up with a product? I create. I use my skill, and so I can get more. And the fourth one is I give, right? And being generous to give. So play with this. Where can I give in life? Declutter your wardrobe and give it away, you know? And each of them have their lessons. I remember I was giving away too much stuff, and I was like, you're not giving in the right way, right? Be really careful where you're giving. Give in places that really matter and important, you know? So there are a lot of lessons in these four choice points. But if you constantly choose them and choose to play them and choose to align to them and use them to operate in your life, you're going to be playing a really magical game in the field of abundance. So I invite you to do that, because for me, you can sit and meditate and remove all of your poverty consciousness and all the stuff that's holding you back. But if you don't come out and play in the fields with your everyday choices and actions, it won't manifest into physical reality, because wealth and money is a physical thing. So we have to play at that level of physically interacting with life, physically interacting with the universe, with our choices and our actions and the way that we're doing things. I hope that makes sense. So these four things I'm giving you is a way that you can start to play the money game right here, right now. Okay. And play with it all the time, right? If you start to feel your abundance mindset dropping, okay, which of these 4 points do I need to play with here, right? Or you start to feel you're a little bit out of alignment. Which of these 4 points can I play with to bring myself back into alignment? Or you feel like it's not flowing so much, that the money's not flowing, or the income's not coming. Okay, which of these 4 things can I play with to shake up the universe, to shake up reality, to bring more abundance to me? Because that's the thing. We need to shake reality a little bit, play with it so that it manifests. So take these keys. They're literally keys, gateways, doors, so that you can jump into the field of abundance. So what is abundance, right? What is this thing we call abundance, prosperity, and wealth? And I'm sure people will all have different views on it, but for me, it's very clear. Abundance is being open to all the infinite ways that we can enjoy life, that we can enjoy our health, that we can enjoy music, Abundance is making sure that we're warm, we're fed, that we're being supplied for by everything and more of what we could possibly need, and that there's more than enough of everything, right? That is abundance. There's more than enough of everything for everybody, right? And when we do that, when we tap into that reality, we allow abundance to exist more and more. We start to notice abundance manifesting and appearing more and more. It's the absence of lack. Thank you, Patricia. It's the absence of lack, right? That's what abundance is. Prosperity, right, for me is the ability to go, how can I grow this abundance? How can I create a little bit more here? How can I shift my partner's mindset so that he feels more confident to do better at work, right? How can I make this thing more prosperous? How can I have a conversation with someone so that so our connection becomes more prosperous and more flowing? Prosperity is this thing of, I have the ability to make it more, to bring it to life, to recreate it, to awaken it, to grow. Yeah, exactly. It's growth. This is prosperity. How can I make this thing grow? And wealth for me is tangible, physical, solid wealth that we get to have and to hold so that we can make more powerful choices and influences. And when we have wealth, which is why it's so important to play this game, when we have wealth and we know what to do with our money, right? And we come to a beautiful evolution inside ourselves. The power of wealth means that we can make choices that impact and influence reality in a positive way. And wealth is a powerful thing. It allows us to make powerful choices in reality. And this is where we want to play. And this is why we need to play the wealth game, because more good people need to play with the power of wealth. Okay, more good people need to play with the power of wealth. So just breathe that in, because that's a very important thing. That's why you're creating wealth, right? We always want to know our big why so we can make powerful choices. That's what wealth does. Yes, it might give us a nice sparkly dress or a nice pair of earrings, or, the nice holiday, or be able to afford the cleaner, or the nice car, or buy the nice fancy candle. Yes, it can do all those things. But actually, underneath it all, it's around us being able to make powerful choices to impact and influence reality. So this is why, right? This is why, yeah, Amy's absolutely agreeing. If you agree, thumbs up or whatever. I don't know how it works on Zoom. But this is why, and you have to know this, which means, gorgeous people, that you have to choose to become more and more powerful. So the more that you master this game of abundance, the more that you master the game of prosperity, the more that you can embody I have, I receive, I create, I give, the more all of this gives you power, the more you'll be able to handle the wealth, right? The more you'll be able to handle the wealth. Because let me tell you, when the money's there, when the wealth's there, we can easily spend it in the wrong ways. And I have. And then you're like, I could have done a lot better with that, right? So powerful people need to be wealthy, which means that you need to learn your power. You need to learn how to become powerful, right? So just drink all of this transmission in, let all these codes and activations come through. Let it wash through your head, your mind, your body. You might want to move yourself a little bit. Drink it all down through you. We've got 122 now online. Another magic number. Know this. It's a beautiful game. We've got to choose to play. Otherwise, we'll never fully incarnate our soul, right? Drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. Okay. So this is the backbone. And the reason I give you all of this information first, and then we're going to go have a look at the things that can hold us back. The reason I want to give you this lot of information first, these 4 choices, what abundance, what prosperity, what wealth is, what it is to be powerful, right? The reason I give you all of this first is so that you have a reference point of how to play the game. You have a reference point of why this is important. And this little reference point I've given you in the last 10, 15 minutes, however long it's been, right? Maybe it's 30, I don't know, is because you need to have a reference point, not because life's chaotic, right? Life can pull you in different directions. Your subconscious can pull you in different directions. The poverty that you were born into can tell you otherwise. The victim mentality of you can like go, no, I can't do it, right? But you've always got to pull yourself out of that and go, no, this is how we're playing it, right? This is how we're playing it. This is how we're playing wealth. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing, right? And it's a journey to get to where it's like, yeah, I've got this, right? Because a lot of us have still got entanglements in our poverty consciousness, which stop us from doing these 4 actions, right? Or these four choices easily and effortlessly. So what is this poverty consciousness that we can get entangled into and it stops us from being in our power, right? And we've got to know the difference. So it's really important that we know where we're going and what mindset that we're learning to train ourselves into so that we can play in the abundant field of wealth, right? You with me? Because you need to have these little lifelines. Everything I've given you now, like lifelines into wealth creation, a lifelines into abundant mindset, a lifelines into the prosperous version of yourself. Okay, and we need to follow those trails of light. They're like bridges of light that are going to get us to where we need to get to. The things that are going to hold us back, right, is our poverty consciousness. Poverty consciousness, or we could go as far as saying it can be a bit of a mental illness. And I say that with a little bit of jest and joke. And at the same time, I say it in a serious way because poverty consciousness creates so much lack, creates so much victimhood, creates so much depletion, creates so much unworthiness, so much failure, right? That it is very hard to follow these bridges of light into abundance. Because even though we think, oh, I know I'm deserving of like a great life with all this stuff, we get pulled into, I can't have it, right? I can't have it. It's not for me. Other people have it, but I don't have it. I come from a broken home and there was just no money. I've always been in debt, so I'll always be in debt. I'm scared that I'm going to go bankrupt. I never have enough money to pay my bills, right? And all of this poverty consciousness, or I'm a failure. Every time I have a goal, I don't get it there. All of this shrinks us, contracts us into poverty consciousness. And we're needing to learn to expand into this amazing reality of wealth, right? But this contraction is what needs to heal. And we'll go through and do some energy clearings. This contraction is what needs to heal. And where does it come from? Poverty consciousness can come from our genetics, right? We can come just like alcoholism and depression and certain health problems can come from our genes. Poverty consciousness can come from our genetics. And you might be able to notice this. You might be going to go, oh yeah, my mom's side, totally carrying poverty. Oh, no, it's my dad's side, right? So it can come from our genetics. Some of our genes, our genetic, what we've come, our family collective consciousness have been so traumatized that the trauma is inside of you of not having. Some of us still carry the trauma of war, where our homes were taken from our family, where their money was destroyed, where they had nothing, where they may have been in Holocaust, enslaved, right? Stripped down to nothing. That trauma, that break from an abundant reality has been severed so much that we can feel inside that, how can we get to this abundant place? Because it's so deeply severed and broken inside of us. And the genes can do this. Okay, religious programmings can bring in poverty consciousness, right? So religious programs could say things like, you shouldn't have more than you need, right? Live a humble life. And this is beautiful if we look at the first choice of I have, and I'm grateful for what I have. If we're living in that energy, then we're honoring the first choice or thing of abundance, right? So sometimes religious programming can say, don't have more, have less, you know, and it can stop us from moving into I can receive more and I can create more, right? Some of us come from societies or social hierarchy, caste systems, where we come from poverty, right? We may have grown up on social services. We may belong to a caste that is just the street workers. We may have, you know, have come from a social background where, or a town which was quite impoverished. So no one really learned how to make money, and you know, all you could do was earn minimum wage, right? So that can be wrapped up in your consciousness. We can also have experiences in our timeline which keep us trapped in poverty consciousness. So if you've been in debt, you're in constant debt, right? That can just keep repeating the same old trauma of I'm always in debt. Everything I make has to pay off my debt. Or you create more debt to pay off the debt that you have. And then all of a sudden you've got all these debt holes that you're trying to like, okay, if I just do this, it will die. Or if I, and then things like gambling begin to develop, right? Because if I just win this, it will solve all my problems, you know? Or we get on these get quick rich schemes. Oh, if I just do this, it's going to solve it. Or if I just give this money, I'll get 10 times back. And it never works. And you end up in more debt. So some of us have got trauma or operate from this mode, right? And it stops us from playing those four rites of passage into the game of abundance. Some of us have had experiences where there's been deep bankruptcy, or maybe in our family or in ourselves. Everything was just taken from us. So poverty comes from many, many different ways. Also, poverty consciousness is things like I set goals for myself and I fail, right? I set goals and I fail, or I know I need to achieve this, but I don't achieve it. Poverty consciousness is always like other people get it, but I don't get it, right? Poverty consciousness is wrong to have more. Poverty consciousness is I'm wallowing in my nothingness. I'm wallowing in this pain of not being able to create. And so poverty consciousness strips us from those four rites of passage. I think I need to call them rites of passage that you get to choose to play in, right? Or four bridges of light. It strips us from our ability to recognize that we already have. And that moment of gratitude, because it just says, I don't have this and I don't have that. And I don't have a car yet. And I'm still living here. And I still got these chip bowls that I'm eating out of. You know, it doesn't allow you to have the gratitude for what you already have. Poverty consciousness definitely doesn't allow you to receive, right? The second point. Because there's nothing to receive. Nothing comes my way. I'm not a winner, right? The universe doesn't bring to me. I don't get to receive. I just have to put up with what I have. I just got to keep accepting things for what they are, right? Poverty consciousness says you definitely can't create. In fact, it says your whole life is just this place of everything's discreating. There's no creation energy going on. There's no ability for you to create or regenerate or make things better. And poverty consciousness definitely says that you can't give, right? How can you give when you don't have anything? And so this poverty consciousness is a very insidious, trapping energy like quicksand, and every negative thought just moves us deeper and deeper into the quicksand, and it can be very uncomfortable to the point where we can start to get physical problems like our thyroid stops working, or we start to put on weight, and we feel heavy, we feel a bit depressed because we don't have that spark inside of us, right, to play this other game that's going on. Our general mindset, right? The three C's, and look out for these. If there's anything you take from this session tonight, remember those four choice points, or rites of passage, and remember these three C's. So play this, let go of these three C's, and like literally you're in the game. The three C's that are constantly and it's something that you can absolutely control, right? Is complaining, right? And this is total poverty consciousness, complaining about this, complaining about that. That's not right. This isn't right. I'm not happy. Life's not good. My job is shit, blah, 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 right? Complaining, comparing. That person's better than me. They've got it more, and getting jealous, and they've got it, so I can't have it, right? Criticizing. That's not very good. That's not what I wanted. I didn't like that. And these 3 C's are going to constantly drag you into the poverty consciousness. And they're going to constantly crumble your ability to access this game of wealth. So look out for them, because there's something that you can absolutely control. And if you keep choosing these 4 points I'm talking about, it will get you out of the poverty consciousness. So I don't care, right, where you are, if you're in debt, if you come from a poverty background, if you have come from nothing, right? You can get yourself out of this poverty conscious thing by these four points I'm talking about. You keep learning it, and you learn a mastery in it. Okay. And I'm telling you, I don't care, because I've come from nothing. I come from welfare. I've got a little story on Instagram if you want to hear it. I actually ended up on the streets of London with nothing. So I've been stripped down to zero. And it's these 4 points that have got me to out of it. I come from welfare. I come from all sorts of crazy poverty stuff, right? But it's these 4 points that have gotten me out of it. That's why I'm saying you can only begin with where you're at. Your journey into wealth can only begin with where you're at. I'm from Australia originally, Sarah. She's asking in the chat. Yeah, Australian. Living in London for a long time. So I hope you're getting what I'm saying here, right? You get it. It's as simple as that. Really, it's as simple as that. And don't look at it any more complex than that. The 4 choices or rites of passage or light bridges, whatever you want to call them, and these three C's, get rid of them. And this is a mindfulness thing, right? It's a mindfulness thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go for a little meditation. We're going to do some energy clearing, some activations. If you've got questions, we can open them up at the end. So if you've got questions, the way this works is we operate in a field of light. Okay, so we're going to call in light, divine light, love, whatever you want to call it. And we know that this field of light is the field of abundance, right? Because light is abundance. The divine is abundant. The divine is love. And this is the energy we're using. So there'll be times I'll be calling in like vortexes of energy to release old stuff from you. You might feel stuff activating or popping through you. You might feel your own guidance coming in and showing you something deeper that needs to be worked on. I trust that if you've come into this container right now, this little masterclass, that you've got a reasonable amount of self-awareness and intelligence and ability to go beyond also this meditation I'm giving you, so that you can create a big shift inside of you. I trust that. If you feel stuff getting stuck, just breathe through it, give your body a shake. Sometimes it's just stuck energy in the body that you just need to shake out. So breathe it through, give it a shake, or or it might be just something you need to highlight and come back to at a later time. Okay. All you need to do is come with me on this journey. Follow my voice. My voice is your guide, right? But your soul is the one that's doing the magic, because your soul has chosen to live in an abundant, prosperous, wealthy reality. Your soul has chosen to incarnate. Your soul has chosen to play this game, right? So this is why you're here. So just know that, right? That you're not here just to release poverty consciousness. Okay, yes, we're going to do that, but actually you're here for a bigger game, and you're here for a bigger reason. So I invite you to tap into that as well, because that will just allow a little bit more magic to come through for you. So just sitting very, very comfortably, maybe taking a few deep breaths to connect your body. You might want to put your hands on your heart, one hand on your stomach. You might just want to like move your body a little bit. You might want to give it a stretch, just whatever you need to do to come into presence with yourself. And you're going to allow all the cells in your body to light up like little stars. And I want you to feel every single molecule in reality lighting up with light. And you know that the divine within you is the divine around you. And we're going to begin by just sending a beautiful vortex of light, spinning, spinning, spinning all the way down through your body, giving you a beautiful clearing. And this vortex of light is going to be with us now. And you might feel old energy being pulled out of you or released or just popping out of you. So we're going to go and do some energy clearing around poverty consciousness. So can we release from you the poverty consciousness within you that was formed and created from your mother's lineage? Can we release the trauma down your mother's lineage, your mother's genetics, that has created poverty trauma, a sense of victimhood, or a sense of lack inside of you, or a deep sense of I can't? The female line can carry a lot of energy of I can't do this, I can't do that, which is obviously creation abilities, right? So just letting this vortex of light come through you, let it go all the way through your body into your DNA, and just releasing all this old, outdated poverty consciousness that you picked up from your mother's lineage, and let it go. And let it release. Let the trauma go, let the heaviness go, let the depression go. Let it go, let it go. Maybe your mother's line has jealousy or hatred that runs through it. Maybe your mother's line has victim mentality. Let it go. All of this is not you. It's not the truth of your soul, and it's not the truth of the divine, abundant universe that you live in. Good. Shake it all out. And just letting light come in to heal, to shift, to repair your body, your energy field, anywhere where this poverty consciousness from your mother's line has created damage. Some of you, I feel like you need to do a big shake out, like let it go. You might want to scream. I think we're all on mute. You can do that. You might want to like vomit it out. Whatever it takes, let it go. I feel like there's a big lot of stuff that comes from mother's line. We're going to send a lot of light through it now. Big vortex of light, spinning, 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 releasing, 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 clearing, clearing, clearing. Shake it out, breathe it out, scream it out, wiggle it out, let it go. Like really do whatever. Don't just sit there. If there's stuff coming up, breathe it through, let it go, all this stuff. You might feel a deep rage that wants to be released of this suppression. Let it go. Maybe it's deep failure. Let it go. And this will continue to clear for the rest of this meditation, for the rest of the week. We're going to set the intention that this will clear, and will continue to clear. Now we're going to ask for all the poverty consciousness down your father's line, his family, the trauma that was there. If there's war trauma, if there was debt trauma, if there was depression, if there was hurt, if there was pain, if there was the sense that I can't provide for my family, I cannot provide anything like that, because the male lineage is all about providing, right? So any of those feelings, I can't provide, I don't have, there's not enough, let it all go, let it all release, let the light come in. You might feel a very lost energy releasing from dad's side. You might feel suppressed anger. You might feel a really deep sense of failure wanting to release from father's side. And mother's side, you might feel this stuff coming out from both sides, but you know, whatever it is, just let it go. So letting it all go, letting light come in and let it all release. Vortex of light, spinning, 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 releasing, releasing all of this stuff down the father's line. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And we're going to ask for all genetic poverty consciousness to go. So both lineages, both lines, all the family consciousness that you're carrying of poverty, allowing it to release, shift, clear, this vortex of light spinning, spinning, spinning through all your cells. Shake it out, wriggle it out, breathe it out, scream it out, let it go. Cut cords, you might feel like cutting cords within your body, letting all this old stuff release. And I just also ask this vortex of light to release any religious programming that keeps you stuck in poverty. So it could be vows of chastity, this sense that you have to keep yourself small and humble, this sense that you shouldn't ask for more, this sense that maybe you're too bad, you're too wrong, you're too much of a sinner to have more abundance in your life. Let's ask for that to all shift and clear and release now, sending this light coming through. Let it go. Let it all go, let it all go. Taking it all out. Good. Oh, so much stuff releasing, which is good. And anywhere where this, for some reason, I think there's some of you, I feel like there's very heaviness around the pineal gland with some religious programming that may just stop you from connecting to the creation abilities of your own soul. Sometimes we get taught that God is the only creator, right? But actually the truth is the divine's working through us to create. So anywhere where you've got religious programming that stops you from stepping into your creation abilities, right? Let it go, let it go, let it go. You might feel the pineal gland releasing, shifting, and anywhere where you've got programming, beliefs, vows, oaths, contracts, wherever they've come from, this life, other lives, genetics, society, doesn't really matter, that says, I am not allowed to create, or I have no creation powers. Let's allow that to all release and clear from you. Oof. It's really weird. I felt like this old energy come out of my spine then. That was really, I just felt that. It came from my Kundalini spine, like this old stuff. So yes, letting that all go. And letting the pineal gland open up, letting your spine open up, your nervous system, your Kundalini energy all open up in its creation abilities. Can we now activate your creation abilities? And activate your DNA? And activate your Kundalini, your spine, that you are a creator. Activate all your chakras, that you are a creator, that your energy is allowed to create, that your soul is now allowed to create, that your mind, your heart, your body, your being is now allowed to create. You are a creator. So just giving you all the downloads and all the codes and all the activations, right, that this divine universe can give you that is perfect for you, to now come into you, to allow yourself to elevate, to become the creator and the conscious creator of your life. It's such a powerful movement and alignment to become the conscious creator. You might feel your feet wanting to stand stronger on the ground. You might feel your bones getting stronger, but I just really invite you to embody, I am the creator of my life. I am consciously creating the truth of my soul. I am. And that creation energy is really important. Number one, it makes you a leader, because it's like, well, you're on your own. You got to do this on your own. Number two, it gives you this sense of, I can do it. Number three, it gives you this feeling of like, I've got solutions. If I'm the creator, I'm going to find a solution to make this work, right? So it's a very powerful point to step into, I am the creator. I create. And just allowing more of your soul to come into your body. You might feel more of your higher self energy coming in. You might feel more of your soul being embodied as your body activates to become the conscious creator. Good. Take a few deep breaths. Now we're going to release from you any hooks or cords or leaks that you've picked up, right? From social media, from Instagram, from society, from our material world, because our material world is full of advertising that's going to tell you that you don't have this and you don't have that, and this is wrong and that's wrong, and you should be like this, and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden your energy is hooked and being pulled, and your identity, your truth gets entangled in all this stuff that isn't true. So can we release anywhere where your energy field is becoming entangled, or where your energy is leaking into places which take your creation energy, which take your abundant energy, and which take your prosperous mind? And let's just ask for all those hooks, those cords. It could be from other people, right? It could be from a mother or something, like constantly telling you can't have this. Or maybe it's from something that says you're not doing as well as me, or you should buy this, or to make yourself happy, or whatever the story. We all have these hooks and cords that somewhere within us, they've entangled themselves with us because we've believed them to be true. And the only reason you've believed them to be true is because you didn't believe in yourself. So can we release all the hooks and cords and entanglements that keep you pulled into poverty consciousness, that keep you believing that there's lack, to keep you realizing that you're a failure, or you're unworthy, or you're not valuable, or that what you have isn't good enough? Can we let go of all of that? All of that, let it go. You might feel subliminal advertising releasing from you. You might feel old skin coming off you. You might want to rub your hands down your body and let go of all the hooks and cords. And we're going to, as that all releases, just as this vortex of light spin, 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 spin around you, shifting, clearing, releasing, letting it all go. And let's also ask for anywhere where you've bought into the wrong thing. You know, we buy into the wrong thing often, thinking it's the right thing. So anywhere where you've bought into the wrong thing, can we now finish it, complete it, have forgiveness for it? Anywhere where you've had resentment or regret around buying the wrong thing, can we now ask for that all to release and clear? Again, all of it has come from not believing in yourself, the power of yourself. And remember, we go back to that original thing, that wealth is power. So I invite you to go deep into your solar plexus. And we're going to activate, you might feel this somewhere else, we're going to activate your ability to believe in yourself. I believe in myself. I have the power to believe in myself. And just for some of you, I really feel like the solar plexus energy needs to be healed. So I'm just going to send a lot of light into the solar plexus. So you might feel like a lot of unworthiness needs to come from you. Or this feeling of I'm a failure. Or this feeling like I'm not good enough. Let it all go. You might feel, I literally feel like muddy, oozy mud that needs to come out of you. Let it go. And that mud is unworthiness. That mud is not being good enough. That mud is I'm a failure. Let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it all release. That mud is I can't, let it go. Shake it from your body, stand up and shake it out if you need to. Don't be afraid to move. The body needs to move. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let it go. And when now, gorgeous being, are going to download, activate. So bring in all the downloads, all the activations, all the codes, all the teachings, all the feelings that you needed to believe in yourself. Let's bring them back to you. Let's bring them all back to you. Some of us don't believe in ourselves because our parents didn't believe in us. Some of us don't believe in ourselves because we failed too much. Whatever the story is, it doesn't matter, right? Now's the time to begin to believe in yourself. And that is a choice. I believe. I believe in me. I believe. So just letting all these beautiful codes, I feel like this golden geometry coming in to repair you and recircuit you and strengthen you and really hold your field. Until you feel like, I believe in me, I believe in myself. This is key. Like, I create is key as a statement of sense of self. And I believe these are key things for wealth creation. I believe that I will make the right choice. I believe that my investment is good. I believe that I can create. I believe in my skill. I believe that I can be resourceful. I believe that I can encourage myself. I believe in my talents and my gifts. I believe that the universe will look after me. I believe it's that moment of faith. I believe, and automatically it puts you into an abundance thinking, right? Automatically. So I invite you to believe in yourself to your bones. Believe in yourself into every cell of your body. Believe with yourself with total conviction. I just want to activate that because you need that. This is like one of your keys to self-mastery and life mastery. I believe in myself. Certainly very important. I believe in abundance. I believe I can create more prosperity. I believe in my wealth consciousness and my wealth creations. But you're there. That's part of the beautiful game. I can create and I believe, right? So just letting all of that come down and activate and integrate. And the next thing we're going to release is anywhere where you've learned to put yourself down, anywhere where you've learned to doubt yourself, anywhere where you've learned to criticize yourself, anywhere where you've put yourself in situations, whether it be work situations or in relationships or with certain people that make you doubt who you are, or that reflect that you're not good, or that who you are isn't great. Right? Let's release all of that now. Because otherwise, you're living in a world within yourself that isn't believing in yourself and your greatness. And then you're attracting an external world to continue that resonance. That's poverty. So let's just release anywhere where you doubt yourself, and anywhere where you put yourself in environments, relationships, workplace, where it doubts you, doubts your ability, doubts your progression. Let's also ask for anywhere where you keep yourself stagnant or stuck or in your comfort zone. Let's ask for that all to release. And anywhere where you put yourself into relationships or work situations where you are stuck or stagnant or in a comfort zone. Let's just ask for that all to shift and clear, and let's let some new life come to you, new energy. Let that all go, let it all go. And let's download you with the mindset, the emotions, the thought, the activations of what it is to live, to have thoughts that are alive with abundance, to have feelings that are alive with desire and creating prosperity, to have the power of your actions to create the wealth, what it feels like to live, to feel, to sense, what it feels like to activate all your senses, to experience more luxury, to notice the luxury that's around you, to live. Because to play this game, it's a choice. I live in it. I live in abundance is a choice. It's not an inactive place, right? Oh, well, I'm in my comfort zone. Oh, well, I'm stagnant. Oh, well, this is the way things are. No, you want to play in abundance. You have to live in it. Can you feel, can I notice more about this pen? Can I feel more of the flavors of the food I'm eating? Can I notice the nuances and the intricacies of the abundance that's going? Can I feel it? Can I live it? Do I know I need more music in my life? So I'm going to go find a band to listen to. Can I live this world, this life of abundance? And the more you live in abundance, the more you say yes to abundance, and yes to living more, and yes to desiring more, and yes to creating more, and yes to, and it's this place of yes, 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 yes. So just feel your whole body activating with all these yeses and all this ability to live in abundance. Very important, because abundance is a dynamic game, right? It's a game you play with your mind. It's a game you play physically. It's a game with choice. It's you got to be dynamic. You got to live with it, right? It's not a flat energy at all. It's not a flat world. It's like it's alive. So can you enliven yourself? So just feel all your body, your cells. I feel like we need to activate your hormones, balance your neurochemistry in your brain, so that you feel this aliveness in your body. Like if you're needing a healing on your thyroid, let's allow some healing happen on your thyroid. If you're needing some healing on your adrenal glands, so that you can feel more energy in your body. If you're needing feeling like more energy, more health in your endocrine system, your pancreas, your ovaries, your testes, your pineal, like that energy, that aliveness comes from a healthy hormonal system. So let's just send a lot of light into all your endocrine glands, your hormones, and just like let's activate them, balance them. Some of you need them to be a little bit healed and nourished and rejuvenated. And so that brings us into, on the physical level, we have to support our body to be alive, right? And to be dynamic in this new game. If we're walking around a little bit mopey and sad, and, especially if we get in England, you get a bit of seasonal depression, and so I can't be bothered. I'm going to okay, it's okay to have a day like that every now and then, but we can't live like that. And sometimes for some of us, this movement into aliveness is because you actually have to do some stuff on the physical body to support it, right? So I just want to let you know, you might need to take some extra bits to support your hormones or your adrenals or whatever, right? So do that. I know sometimes I get a little bit flat and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, okay, I need some minerals. I need some iodine. I need to do something. I need to go exercise. I need to, so I can play. I want to play with life, but sometimes the body goes down, right? Sometimes the body goes down. You have to support it. No. So just notice that. So creation, aliveness. What was the other one? I can't remember. But there was these 3 beautiful points we just walked through. Know that this is the force of energy that your body needs to move into play at the game of abundance. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few more downloads. You ready for them? So can we now open up your capacity to experience, play with more and more abundance, so that every day you're opening up your mindset, you're opening up your capacity, you're opening up your ability to expand and experience more and more and more and more and more and more abundance every single day? Can we download you and activate you to motivate yourself to keep opening up the doors of abundance and to keep noticing the abundance that is around you? Can we activate this deep virtue of gratitude, of being grateful for everything? Heart open gratitude. Thank you, universe. I'm supplied for. I'm given. I have. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And when you say thank you in that gratitude, you're simultaneously telling the universe, oh, you noticed me. You gave me what I needed. You reflected my brilliance. You gave me the perfect thing that I needed. Thank you. Thank you. The universe loves to give. But are you receiving? Are you in gratitude? Do you know? Because the more you play at that level, the more you're going to notice the universe giving to you. Have gratitude. Have gratitude and notice the nuances of gratitude and everything. It could be It could be something really boring like a pen, but the gratitude of this pen that I can now write a whole masterclass and meditation for you, give you all this amazing information, right? So go deeper into the gratitude of everything, and you will unlock more and more of the offerings that this universe is bringing to you. It's literally offering you so much if we have gratitude for it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all turning up here. Right? Thank you. So let's just download and activate your heart, how to be grateful. Let's give you all the information. Some of us have missing information. We just weren't taught it, right? It's okay. But can we download you with all the missing information around how to be grateful and how to have gratitude and how to practice gratitude? It's a practice, right? So just opening up your mind and your consciousness to practice gratitude. And, you know, it becomes this beautiful, you practice so much gratitude that even when there's a really shitty situation that's come along, like something really crappy, you're like, thank you for this really crappy situation, because actually it's gifting me with this and that mindset and that awareness and that alignment. I had one really recently and I was so pissed off and angry that this was happening to me when I was supposed to be having a good time. And I could have been doing something else, right? Whatever. But I had so much, I was like, and then I was like, come on now. You're in an abundant universe. Okay, I'm grateful for this situation. It's a bit uncomfortable, but I'm grateful because of this and this and this and this and this and this. And I'm grateful that it's teaching me this, and I'm grateful of that. And all of a sudden, boom, I've opened the door to another level of abundance. I've opened the door to another level of my soul incarnation and alignment. That's how gratitude works. Right? We're playing multidimensionally here. You get it? So let's just download all your ability to have gratitude. We now activate and open up your ability to receive, and to open up your capacity to receive, because a lot of us put blocks on receiving, right? And actually, we're like, oh, I can respond. I'm putting a block. Oh, there's a. So can we teach you how to continuously open up your capacity to receive? Continuously open up your capacity to receive more love. Open up your capacity to receive more joy. Open up your capacity to receive more miracles. Open up your capacity to receive more abundance and light and love in just opening up your capacity. Beautiful. Let it all come down. Let it come down. Let your field open up and expand. And again, it's if we open up our capacity and we receive and we notice the block, we're like, okay, what's that block that's stopping me from really receiving? Okay, let me move through that. And then that opens up our capacity to receive more. And that's part of the game, right? Because we have to retrain our bodies and our minds and our systems to receive more. Because we've been taught for so long that we can only have this much, or only this will happen, or only it's going to happen in this way. So we have to practice opening up and receiving. So teaching you everything, letting all the codes, the downloads, the activations, the teachings, the experiences, the knowledge of how to receive. Let that will go through you. And can we teach you what it feels like to create abundance, what it feels like to create wealth, what it feels like to create prosperity, and that you're constantly creating wealth, abundance, and prosperity exponentially in your life, and that you're constantly allowing it to grow and grow and grow and grow, and for you to create and create and create and generate and generate and generate, and that you have all the power to do that. Let that all come down through you. You might want to move it through your body. We teach you that the universe is constantly giving to you so that you can create, giving you ideas, giving you inspirations, giving you connections, giving you opportunities, giving, so you can create. The question is, what are you going to create? How are you going to create it? Why are you creating it? because that is the key. The universe is giving you everything to create. What are you going to create? Now that's going to require a little bit of thinking, right? Because you want to make creations that are powerful, that are beautiful, that are empowering, that are, have a ripple effect. So that's where it requires a little bit of thought. I receive everything so that I can create. And can we teach you what it feels like to create so much wealth, to create so much stability, to create so much safety, what it feels like to create so much love, what it feels like to create so much opportunity, what it feels like to create so much that you're overflowing and that you begin to give. And the more that you give in the right ways, right, to the right people, because that's a mastery. Sometimes we give to the wrong people and then we get ourselves in trouble. What it feels like to give to the right people or the right causes. And can we activate your generous heart? And can we activate the wisdom and the mastery of your generous heart? And the wisdom and the mastery of your generous heart and living generously allows you to open up to letting the universe be generous with you, right? As within, so without. If I master generosity, well then it's going to make it so much more easier to receive from the universe, right? Because I've just so freely am able to consciously give because I've got so much to give. Then it changes my relationship with the universe because I'm in a universe that has got so much to give me that I can receive it. So it's simultaneous. And this is why this game of wealth and creation and abundance is so important to learn to play. Because it's a simultaneous development between your own evolution and the divine universe evolving you. So choose this game because it's powerful. So just letting all these generous codes come into you, what it feels like for the universe to be generous with you. What it feels like for you to allow the universe to be generous with you. And some of us haven't learnt generosity, like pure generosity, because we had things given to us with a twist or with a manipulation or, So we have to work through some of those blocks so that we can give truly generously and we can truly live in a generous universe. So if you've got any of those blocks around generosity, let's ask for them all to shift, release, and go. Beautiful. So just letting all these activations, these codes just come through your body, activating you, moving through you, awakening you. I just think it's a choice. Maybe you need to make a choice now just to seal up this meditation, right? Maybe it's I choose to create. Maybe it's I choose to receive. Maybe it's I choose to have. Maybe it's all these things. But you need to make a choice around wealth or prosperity and abundance. And I invite you to do that now. If you're feeling brave, I invite you to write it into the chat. In fact, I encourage you to write it into the chat because that even just states the choice even more, right? You're saying it, you're writing it into the chat, and therefore the universe is hearing it, or we're all hearing it, and that choice opens up the gateway for more abundance and wealth and creation to come in. So please feel what that choice is and write it into the chat. I mean, a lot of the choice that I'm getting is I choose to fall in love with my creations. And I choose for my creations to love me back. So that's my choice. Okay, we have so much is here. Ooh, I choose to create. I choose to create. I choose to create and receive. I choose to create wealth and abundance. I choose to play with the different ways that I can create. I choose to create. I choose to love myself unconditionally. I'm ready to receive more. I choose to receive, create, and give. I choose to be abundant. I choose to create and play in the field of abundance. I choose to have a beautiful life. I choose to create. I believe. I create. I choose. I receive. I choose to create, receive and create. I choose to move forward with abundance, which is best for me. I choose to live a passionate, prosperous purpose. I choose to create, to give, to grow. I choose to create out of my heart. I choose to create. I choose to create, receive. Create and receive from my heart to yours. Everyone in this container, I'm eternally grateful. You're so welcome, Malika. I fall in love with my creations and receive abundance from the universe. I choose to create and receive. So much creating. Abundance of wealth. I love it. I love it. I choose to receive. I choose to be grateful. I'm the creator of wealth. I choose to give. Amazing. I choose to create for my program to overcome my doubts. I choose to create. I choose to create. Receive, create. I decide that I'm in the field with the overflow of abundance. Beautiful. So much going on here. So much to say. Right? You with me? Thank you. I literally had tears in the corners of my eyes during the releases. So beautiful. So powerful. So welcome. I love all the stuff that's coming through. I can see it all. So it's a game we play. It's a game we play. So I'll open up for questions. If anyone's got questions, they can write it into the chat. But this is just the beginning of a beautiful journey. So I'd like to share with you, if I may, even more of my creations, more of my create works. But I'm opening up my field now for the next 2 weeks, the next month, for my Creating Abundance Intensive. It's a very powerful container and vortex. The way it works, it's one of my community containers. So every year that I do this, I add more and more masterclasses to it. Like this, but we go very deep into one topic and they last for 90 minutes. So if you got something out of this, come and join my Creating Abundance Intensive. There is I think there's about 20 or 30 masterclasses into unlocking all of this. Like, it's so intricate, this journey out of poverty and into abundance, that every year I'm just adding more and more classes to it. So when you join, you get all of the previous masterclasses, and then you're going to get all of the masterclasses forevermore. So if you choose to be with me for the next 10 years, right, then you're going to get new masterclasses every single year free of charge. This is how I'm choosing to play this particular container. It's a Creating Abundance Intensive. And the idea is this: not only do you get abundant full of masterclasses, which unlock you, but you can play with it in a few ways. I invite people for the first round, if they're diving into it, is to listen to all the masterclasses as quickly as you can, right? Even if you haven't quite embodied it, what it's going to do is going to break you down. Well, in a beautiful way, it's going to break you down and release you, and your brain's just going to go, okay, I'm going to do abundance, right? I'm doing it. I'm letting go. There's so much stuff to shift and clear and just rewire your neurochemistry, your neural pathways in your body and your nervous system, that you're just like, okay, all right, you just let go of so much poverty and you start to step into abundance. And then I invite people to go back and listen to it again in their own way, and in a way that's like, actually, I want to listen to this one or that one. So there's no real order. And they listen to it over the year, or they listen to it continuously over the next couple of years. I've got people that every time that they dip in their money, they go back to this course and they listen to the masterclass they need to listen to, and things start to shift. It's powerful if you're wanting to move into creating abundance. Like, it's what you need. I give you everything that I can to create solid wealth inside of you. We have an early bird that goes on for the next week or two, and then it goes to full price. I will pop the link in the chat if I have it, and you can go and explore it, because there really is so much there. If I give you, well, maybe I don't have it. Maybe I just need to share my, that one. I'll just quickly share my screen. Whoop, so much other stuff going on here. Nope, that's not it. Can you see that screen? Maybe you can't see that one. Probably best if I just share my screen. Where are you? Where are you, beautiful Safari? Got so much stuff on my computer. Dun, dun, dun. It is a really beautiful course. Oh, well, maybe I'm not meant to share it with you. Maybe you're meant to go have a look at it yourself. Okay, I'm going to go with the desktop, and then I'm just going to have to clear up some bits that I've got on it. And that way you'll get to have a quick look. I'm sharing it with you because I think it's really important to become aware of this stuff. Can you see this? Is this what's coming up on your screen, the creating abundance? Just put in the chat if you can see that. That would be really helpful. It's coming up on my screen. Just put yes in the chat or no. Maybe you can't see it. Yes. Okay, amazing. Perfect. So this is the program. I'll give you the link for it. You can go and explore it in your own time. I suggest you go and explore it. It's got some really powerful masterclasses. You know, I'm sharing this with you because I've done it. I'm not doing this because, you know, because I think it should be part of my business model. No, it's because I've actually done it. I've actually generated over 1 million. I have created 6 figures in 1 month. You know, I have done some beautiful things with wealth, and it really comes down to mindset and ability and choice. We go into things like permission of wealth, the 22 codes of prosperity, poverty hooks and leaks, dharmic generosity. We do multidimensional prosperity, healing debt, the emotional energetics behind wealth, the 0 point of abundance, the anatomy, the blocks, the power of money, how to love yourself to millions, releasing ancestral money story, up-leveling your environment, freeing your creation. It just goes on, embodying, increasing wealth. There's just so much there that basically, you also get a gift voucher into one of my next courses. There really is so much there for you. I'm just giving, only because I know how much you're going to get out of it. It's at $849. There is payment plans, right? So it's a very affordable price for these types of courses, because I know these types of courses, people spend a lot of money, like buying them, like £20,000 for some of this stuff. And that's not where I'm at. I'm at you learning to play with wealth in a whole new way. And that's what's important. I'm about you learning to really play in a different field about and to create it, because you're the only person that's going to create it, right? Which is why I've called it Creating Abundance Intensive. So I'll put the little link in there. Okay, Jeanette's put the link in there. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I just invite you to explore the page. That's the most important thing you can do at the moment. The second most important thing you can do is come and listen to this replay of this masterclass again. And the third most important thing you can do, well, actually, maybe this is the most important thing you can do. Practice these four points that I've given you, and these 3 things that you should start to avoid. So it's I have, I receive, I create, I give. And then you're not going to complain, criticize, or compare. All those things I've given you is going to help you play in a multidimensional field of abundance and prosperity and wealth. Play there. If you're ready to go to a whole other level, if you're ready to really be serious and break down a lot of the stuff, which is really like hooking you, holding you back, then come and do the course with me. And like I said, once you're in, you're in. It's one of my community programs. You get, every year we do this, and I bring in more. As I'm up leveling, you're up leveling. As I'm up leveling, and we create this amazing vortex. I think there's about almost 100 people in this container already. And I love it because it teaches you the things that I wish I knew 10, 15 years ago, because it would have put me in a whole other place, but I didn't know it, right? So I had to do a bit of a big leap. So I did a big leap. And it's really important that you start to learn to play this game of wealth. So I invite you in. I invite you in to pay the early birds. Because you're in my webinar, I'm also offering you another bonus, which is the Legacy of Light. It's a beautiful five agreements to create more light in you and to follow the trail of light, or the bridge of light within you, so that you can be led by your soul to create. So we're going to gift that to you as well, so that you have no choice but to grow. You have no choice but to awaken. If you have any questions, you can write them into the chat here and now about anything. Or if you've got any questions about the course, you can type it into the chat here and now, or you can email me, or you can message me. But what I don't want is, I want to continue the journey with you. That's my deepest prayer and wish and joy. desire, is I'd like to continue this journey with you. So I invite you in. But I also would like to thank you for being here and choosing to embrace wealth, because it's one of the biggest and most powerful choices that you can make for your own incarnation, for your soul, for your family, for your work, for this world. Because powerful people need to create wealth so that they impact and influence reality in the right way. Okay? So your journey into embodying your soul, your journey into becoming more powerful, all that work you've done to love yourself, to become more powerful, to set boundaries, to being your authentic self, all that work you're doing, right? There comes the point where all that work you've been doing has to go into, oh, I now create, right? So everything you've done has been building blocks to get you to this point of becoming the conscious creator. And some of us need a bit more of a bridge to get there. Some of us need more of a container to elevate us. Some of us need to shift some stuff because, oh, God damn it, you're not going to do another year, 2 years, 3 years with the crap that you've got within you because it's holding you back. So this is why creating Abundance Intensive, the deep course, is available to you. So thank you. I'm just going to have a look through all the chat and what everyone's, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. It was powerful. Thank you. Thank you. So much love. Oh my God, so much love. It was a good class, no? Did you not enjoy this class? I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Gratitude. Thank you so much. Everything you did spoke to me. My spine feels released. Yeah, it's amazing how much our spine can hold. Chloe, Vanya, you're so beautiful. Ah, Chloe, so glad you're here. Big love to you. Thank you. Elena's missed our seminars. Ah, beautiful. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Beautiful people, thank you, like from the depths of my being, from the depths of my heart, from the depths of my soul. Yes, Donatella's on the Creating Abundance Intensive. Yes, I'll be adding this masterclass into our Creating Abundance Intensive portal. There is so many amazing masterclasses in there. It's going to rock your body, your mind, everything. You'll dematerialize, I promise you, in a good way. You'll dematerialize in a good way, and then you'll re-emerge and rebirth in a whole new way. Thank you. You're so welcome. Sending you so much love, and felt a really big energy shifting. Yeah, thank you. So much love, people, and I see so many familiar faces here. And my heart sending out a big beam of love and light. Donatella saying it's a powerful course. I take it again every year. Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. Every year it's going to get more expensive, and every year there's going to be more classes put into it. So come along and play, because I'm diving into this wealth game. You're right. I'm diving into creating multiple millions from the depth of my own being. Okay, so just know that I'm on a trajectory here. I'm not giving up. So you will get new classes every year as I evolve and shift. And the beauty is when you're in the vortex of everyone else is growing and shifting. So we kind of grow and shift exponentially together. So that can be really empowering as well. So grateful, beautiful people. I really appreciate all this love. I can feel it. I can feel the love. I can feel the gratitude. It's the gratitude, right? Can we feel the gratitude here? Because the gratitude that's coming back is just, it's to feel it is beautiful, which means that you have so much gratitude for the wisdom, the teachings that you've been given, you know, and so much gratitude of how you can reapply that to your life. And it's such a big key. So I am in gratitude, so much gratitude for you being here. But Brittine, this is so joyful to do this travel all together. It is, isn't it? It is. So maybe before we go, maybe we just all hold a big circuit of energy between us, because I think this is really powerful, because I think it's really important. So just close your eyes, just feel yourself reaching out your hands, and we're going to form a big light circle, all of us here tonight, reaching out your hands, holding everyone in this beautiful circuitry. It's beautiful light circuitry, and we're all going to grow and elevate together. So just feeling abundance, wealth, prosperity coming up from beneath us and like elevating us. So instead of us going up to receive it, I want you to feel it, abundance and wealth coming beneath all of us. We're all holding hands through the universe, through the world, and all this wealth and abundance is like a tree, like life growing beneath us, elevating us, elevating us, elevating us, elevating us. And just allow yourself to keep elevating, elevating, elevating. Elevating, 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 elevating. We're all elevating each other. We're all holding each other. We're all pulling each other up, 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 up into this beautiful new chapter of our lives. And you might feel energy dancing and sparking and activating between all of us. So Mother, Father, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our brothers, our sisters, our friends, our families, the winds, the waters, the earth, the sea, the land, the birds, the bees, the trees, the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky. We thank you for who we are and who we are all becoming. Beautiful, gorgeous people. I wish you the most beautiful night. If you can, drink lots of water, have some time to yourself. Go have a bath, go have a shower, go have a rest, just be in your own bubble. Don't go do anything too crazy just yet. If you can, just let everything integrate and settle and activate, because I still feel like there's a lot of activations and stuff working through you. So just allow these activations to keep working through you, and yeah, allow the energy to do its magic, because it will continue to do its magic over the next week or so. Thank you for being here. So much love. I look forward to continuing the journey with you, whether you choose to come on the Creating Abundance Intensive, or whether you choose to come hang out with me on Instagram or in my world. I'm always offering something somewhere, because I'm dedicated to you really embodying your soul's brilliance. So much love. So much love to everyone's here. So good to see so many beautiful faces. And I want to tell you a little secret. I know some of you are theta healers here. Watch this space. There's some stuff coming. If you're a theta healer, just dropping that in. Big kisses. Hmm. Hmm.